What's up, guys? I'm Tori, and welcome back to another episode of Young, Hot, and Divorced. Today, we are getting into my favorite rebound story. Okay, so does anybody know that song? It's called Kiss Me by Lisa, and it's like, green-eyed French boy got me tripping. That's what we're talking about today. Not the song, but a green-eyed French boy that totally had me tripping. So this was one of the most fun situationships that I had post-divorce, and it was also my first. The sex was totally different. The energy of our relationship was absolutely chaotic, and this man was beautiful. This was my first relationship post-divorce, and it was super exciting. And on top of that, I got really good at all things French as well. If you want to hear more rebound stories, more single mom dating stories, definitely hit follow and rate this episode so that more people can find it and we can share the love. We're going to jump right into this story today. I'm getting in my flirty mood so that we're ready to talk about this. I'm actually going to go grab that Diet Coke that's staring at me right now, and I totally agree with the term fridge cigarette. That is exactly what a Diet Coke is. So grabbing my fridge cigarette and BRB. So let's get into this. This is a really fun story. So this is we call it the rebound story. I'm going to name this Rebound in Paris, just to be like Emily in Paris. But it's really what it was like. It was just almost like a TV show. So I get divorced and I decide I'm ready to start dating. And I don't know what I want at this point. This is just totally new to me. This is when the apps started being like a thing. When I got married the first time, Tinder was really the only thing that was existing at that time regarding like a dating app, and maybe Grindr too, but I'm not sure. And at this time when I finally started dating, it was Bumble. That was the big good dating app at the time. So I joined Bumble and I saw this boy. I'm going to call him a boy. I don't think I can call him like a man. He's definitely, I don't want to be insulting, but he just like looks so young. And you have to keep in mind, I'm used to dating somebody who's 13 years older than me. So to me, he just seemed so young. He's only a couple of years older than me. It's nothing crazy. This was like an age-appropriate situation, which I had never had up until this moment. I see him on Bumble and we connect and we're starting to send voice notes back and forth, and he speaks French. And I know French because I took French in school, and he's kind of reminding me, it's bringing it all back, that I can still speak and understand French. And this is super fun. So he's in Miami. He comes to Miami often for vacation. He loves Miami. And I'm thinking like I'm going to go and hook up with him one time, and this is like my post-divorce rebound. He's here on vacation. I'm really thinking nothing of it. And I go over to his cousin's house. That's where he's staying. His cousin lives here in Miami. And I meet his cousin right off the bat, and he's so warm and welcoming, and I just feel so comfortable. We're smoking, we're chilling. It's a great time. And we had sex, and it was a really comfortable but new experience. I hadn't had sex with anybody since 2014 that wasn't my husband, and it's now 2022. So that was fun. I realized, that was my first introduction into what else is out there. He's in Miami for a while and we really hit it off. And he ends up going back to Paris and we keep in touch. And he's coming back and forth a couple of times, and he's staying for long periods of time, like 2 weeks. And we really have a relationship. We're really growing some sort of connection and love for each other. My friend always makes this joke that it's like, if you know Tori Gottlieb, you probably think she's in love with you, and she's not. That's like just me. I do love everybody, and I love being like a hopeless romantic, and falling in love is one of the best feelings in the world. So I'm going to keep doing it as many times as I feel like. I'm basically falling for him. I'm speaking French every day. He's getting better at English. We talk about our families. I learn about his mom, how he grew up. We're really connecting. And he's coming back to Miami. He's bringing gifts for my kids. It's adorable. He loves jet skiing, and it's like, if you live in Miami, you're not really jet skiing. That's like more of a touristy thing. And I agreed to go jet skiing with him, and we had the best time. It was pretty cool because at that time, I was pretty new to Miami still, and he had actually known Miami better than me. So it was around the time I was looking for an apartment post-divorce, and he really helped me pick the building and look for other apartments. He took me around Miami Beach on the jet ski, and I really got a different perspective of Miami Beach from that. And it was just fun to kind of do like a touristy thing with somebody who was on vacation. And he's a really good guy. He's really sweet, but we are absolutely, absolutely not exclusive. And at this point in my life, post-divorce, I'm okay with that. You know, it's more of like a don't ask, don't tell kind of policy, and that's fine. But I'm the kind of girl that's really focused on one guy at a time. So I didn't have anything else going on, but he's French. Like, that's what they do. And I didn't care, truthfully. You know, it was fine. So while he's here in Miami, I say here, but I'm already in New York, but there in Miami, he's adorable. He makes me like French breakfasts. He orders these little baguettes. It's so cute. He loves kiwis. He's eating kiwis and peeling the kiwis for me. I really struggle with that. And like mango, those are really hard fruits to peel. Anyways, side note. We just spend all day together at the beach. We go to dinner. We're smoking, we're chilling, we're so on the same page. It's just a really enjoyable experience, and we're really comfortable with each other. And this is just growing. I decide, we started dating in March. I think he had already come to Miami like 3 times, maybe 2, and then he came one more time after I went to him. But point is that this started in March, and by July, I decided I was ready to go to Paris to visit him. And this was a big trip for me because I had just gotten divorced, and this was my first like single trip. I hadn't been out of the country in forever, like since I'd been married. I think we went to Mexico once for a wedding. But this was super exciting. I definitely hadn't been to Europe in the longest time, and I love Paris. So this was really like a dream come true. And I have to say, he was an amazing host. He was so excited about me coming. He made sure that he had time for me. He booked me and my mom. My mom came with me. He booked us the best reservations at the best restaurants, making sure we had the best experience during the day, like while he was at work. And we had an amazing time. He took me to his childhood house, and I got to see like the room he grew up in, you know, the kitchen, the pictures of him when he was a baby. It was adorable. And he's just got the sweetest parents, the nicest family. Everybody was so warm and welcoming. I got to see the school that he went to. It's like right next to his house. And so I'm walking like in the schoolyard. He's so proud and showing me around. And I really felt like, okay, this is going somewhere. So we go to lunch with his mom, and she barely speaks English, and I'm trying my absolute best to do the best that I can to talk to her in French. And the good news is that I understand everything in French, but it takes me like a little bit of time. My brain has to kind of process it to speak it. So I understood what she said, and she had a present for me. She works at a jewelry store, and she got me the most beautiful diamond bracelet. I was floored, almost as floored as I am retelling this story now. No, I was definitely more floored. I just thought it was the sweetest gesture, and I was able to tell her in French that I loved her son. That felt like it was a really big moment. And the funny thing about my trip in Paris was when it ended and it was time for me to go, for some bizarre reason, like I wasn't booked on the flight, and I had to wait like a day, and I got to spend an extra day with him, and it just felt really meant to be. Like that was another confirmation that he went to Miami, we had a great time. I went to Paris, we had a great time. And I really thought, you know, we'd seen so much of each other in the last couple of months. This could really work. So I get back to Miami, and I'm absolutely in love. Like absolutely in love. Oh my God. And yes, he does come to visit me one more time. And he's just the most romantic person. Like when he leaves, he put a heart of rose petals and like a little note, like my whole heart. Why do you guys here not do that? Like, any man listening, please take note that this is the standard, and this wasn't even like a great one. You know what I'm saying? Like, I give him all the props in the world. French boy absolutely had me tripping, but like the Americans, level up Americans. This is what I'm talking about. He comes back to Miami and I'm absolutely in love with him. And he stays up a lot later than I do. He's like scrolling through Zillow, looking at real estate. It's funny. And if you know me, you know that I am early to rise and early to bed, like very early in both respects. So I went to bed first and I woke up and I noticed he wasn't next to me. So I went out on the balcony and I found him, and he was sitting facing towards the balcony and I was walking in, like into the balcony or outside to the balcony. I don't know. So I'm walking to the balcony and he's on his phone, and I can clearly see, you know, if you know anything about dating apps, like the first picture is a very large photo, you know, you see a lot. So he's kind of away from me and I'm not like going through his phone. I do not do that, and I don't recommend it unless you're willing to hurt yourself, and you have to take full responsibility for what you see. That's my rule there. If you can handle it, whatever. I see that he's on this dating app and he's talking to like when I say like a million girls, I am not exaggerating. Like we're talking scrolls. And up until now, I'm totally cool with whatever he's doing. You know what I mean? I have totally accepted our relationship in our don't ask, don't tell situation. But now I feel really invested. I've met his mom. She's bought me this beautiful gift. He spends so much time with me. I'm spending so much time with him. I got upset and I couldn't help it. I wasn't like so mad at him. I didn't like, well, I should take that back. It took a minute. It absolutely took a minute. I was definitely upset. Like, I'm pretty sure I kicked him out. Like, he was staying with me. I don't remember if I actually did or like threatened to or put the suitcase outside or something like that. Eventually, like pretty soon after I came around. I'm not the one to stay mad long, but it really did hurt me because I hadn't even realized that I had liked him as much as I did, and I wanted something more with him. And it was honestly like almost a shock to my system, and all of it at once was a shock. Okay, we're taking a little Diet Coke break. All this talking is kind of hard. I know why everybody like has a drink now. I'm like, oh, what aesthetic is that like you're holding a coffee mug or like drinking your matcha, but it's real. You get thirsty. Eventually this fizzles out. I think the distance got harder. I think that I was somewhere he wasn't. I suddenly wanted more from him. He definitely didn't want something more, and I knew that, you know, and that was okay. If I've dated you before, we're probably still friends. So I'm happy to say that I consider him a really close friend, a really sweet friend. I'm so glad that he entered my life. I'm so glad that he was my first rebound. It made it an amazing experience. I mean, you can't get better than a fucking Parisian love affair. Like, rebound harder than that. And if you did, please let me know about it, because love a good rebound story. I am pretty sure now that he is in a relationship. He is totally the guy to not post on Instagram, and all of a sudden he's like reposting him and this girl, and she's beautiful and totally his type and looks like a really nice girl. And I am genuinely very happy for him because he deserves it. He is such a nice guy. He's such a good guy. I only wish him the best, and I'm really glad that he was in my life. So he gave me Paris and I gave him a podcast episode. Fair trade, right? Some girls get closure and I get content. That's why I have this entire podcast. Somehow every story is so relatable and so funny. You guys really liked my last episode where I was telling you a couple of post-divorce dating experiences. So I guess at the end of the day, I did not need a boyfriend. All I really needed was a French distraction with really good hair. And oh my God, the hair, the fucking hair. He had like the most amazing hair. I just didn't understand it. So if you've ever had a really good rebound story or a fucking amazing French love affair, well, one, I'm really happy for you. But two, I'd also like you to let me know about it. So make sure you leave a comment in the comments below, either on YouTube or Spotify, wherever you're watching this. And make sure you hit that follow button so you guys never miss an episode of Young, Hot, and Divorced. My name is Tori Gottlieb, and this is Young, Hot, and Divorced. Thank you so much for listening. Hope you guys have a great week.